Alright, so I have reached level 50. I've got a few things that I do initially. This game, I'm trying to get an achievement for military victory as Spain. So I need to pick something that's for Spain, which just so happens to be my favorite starting civ, which is going to be Carthage. I usually pick whichever one I have not played before, and it looks like Napoleon is one I have never played before. I never read these, but I will read them to you this time for the gameplay. Unique expansion called Continental Systems that reduces the trade route limit on the target leader by all other civ leaders by 1. Massive relationship penalty plus a call that you're unfamiliar hostile with and can reject endeavors for free. Since I usually try not to use wars that might be won, it's not going to be super helpful. Now, as far as mementos, I always pick Merchant Saddle. It's useful in every age for scouts, merchants, settlers, explorers. You get extra for that. That helps every aspect of the game. And then I also got, let's see, I also use Noji. Every time you research a tech or civ mastery, the capital gains production equal to 15% of its cost. And that is always helpful. I forgot to switch that, so I'm switch that up here. And that's great. Stupid right now. Merchant Saddle right there. So Note G and Merchant Saddle. To get Note G, you either have to go in the settings and unlock them all like each level 9 with 8 on the place. And before they instituted the unlock all of them, or before there are any mods out for that, you just go ahead and have level 9 and so continue.
Faire tout ce qu'on est capable de faire, c'est être un homme.
Start with the
Faire
Antiquity
tout ce qu'on
Age,
voudrait faire, c'est
and
être un
then
dieu.
Carthage, which should give me a Spain unlock. Yes, Spain, which is what I'm going to need next time. And let's see, my next settings, I have mods that I use, and this one I'm using Random Continents Normal, which is one of the mods. I like playing on large maps. I'm going to go ahead and do Deity again. Game speed, actually I'm going to do quick for this one because it is a streaming aspect of it. Advanced options, let's see, Antiquity, Deity, game speed quick, start position standard, age length. I'm going to go up more because I like to spend a little bit more time on ages and quick speed and the age countdown. I do like that. Age transition impact, this is a new thing where if you have units like settlers, ships, merchants, anything that anything that you have built, it will remain with you into the next age. I get why people like it. I don't. I want to regroup and have a max number of things, because this, if you go with continuity, it makes it so easy. You can build a bunch of settlers and have people in your distant lands really quickly and snowball very quickly. So I'm just going to go back to the original option, which was regroup. I'm not bypassing anything. And I think, as far as legacy paths go, I'm enabled all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the game here. And it's going to be a few couple minutes to do this, so feel free to just skip it. I don't know if I could pause this recording or not. I can stop recording and stop streaming, but I don't see a pause option, so never mind. So I have played over 600 hours of Civilization 7.
Napoleon Bonaparte, Your name is synonymous with ambition and
a game that has
audacity.
definitely kept my attention. I know
In
a
the
lot of people
chaos
don't
of
like it. I know
revolution,
why, but
you bring order.
it is a game that I do
Your
like.
order,
The reason I'm doing this is because a
arranged
lot
and
of people
enacted by
are
your
wondering
hand.
about
Bring
how
your
to start the
keen
games.
strategic senses and unstoppable drive to overturn the world and ensure that, when the smoke clears, you remain.
Again, this Napoleon's capabilities aren't really going to help me at all because I very rarely sanction any of the other civs. I'm not a warmonger. I am a man for peace. I generally don't go for the Northern Age military victory. I go for the easiest one is the cultural victory. The second easiest is the economic victory. Then space race. Then military, depending on what you're aiming for. The joy of kids. I hope that was muted. Right, and game, which I didn't see. Alright, so Carthage, I always play Carthage. You're looking at a starting position. I'm not going to restart this. I would, if I had my preference, I wish that there was salt nearby because salt helps you build units faster. But we do have some silver, which helps you buy units at cheaper price, and jade, which gets you more gold in general. Now I'm going to go ahead and settle here. I'm not going to make any movements. Carthage is always something you want on the coast. Another thing about Carthage is you don't get to have any cities other than your main one, which is Carthage, which is fine because you get a lot more settlements with Carthage and the other ones, I think. Hey, look, we got some wine there. Now, first thing I'm going to build, I'm going to go into the build queue. I'm going to build a scout. It's always my go-to. And then just hit next turn. Turn 2, I highlight my scout, and then there are two things you can do here. You can either go to, I would either go here or here, which means it moves your scout almost to the edge of its possible movements, and then hit the search button, and that will reveal things. But I like to start off with just seeing if there's anything within reveal sight or distance that I cannot see. Like, okay, when you hit the reveal, it gives you a bit of extra this search, not reveal. It reveals more of the fog of war, and it tells you where one of the goody huts is, and another goody hut here. Now, the thing about goody huts is if you get them early enough, it will help you advance in culture and science pretty quickly. And now that I've seen that there are two of them, I'm going to head my scout there for next turn. I'm going to pick sailing. The main reason why I pick sailing is for Carthage. You get a galley, they have their galleys are pretty good, and then you also can start looking for goody huts that are actually on the water. And then for build queue, since I don't see any other people around, I'm going to do another scout. And there's another goody hut there, and another goody hut there. So we got 3 goody huts at that reveal. city. Now then, there are a couple different options here for growing the city. I either want to reach out to try and get one of the improvements here, or I want to try and get further out into the sea. Now, what I'm going to do is I want this to grow faster, so I've got 2 food and 1 happiness. So this will make my city happier, my settlement happier, and the 2 food will grow farther. Plus, it opens up the silver and the jade there for the next time it grows. Next turn as my buddy goes along. Growing city here again. Grow city. And I'm going to go with the silver because that way I can buy units in case there's somebody nearby and I need to buy a slinger or warrior to help defend my city. So I can either get 20 culture, which would be helpful, or I can lose all of my science for a turn and I get happiness for the next celebration. Now with celebrations, you get to add policies to your government, which are powerful things. I don't want to lose my science right now. I don't need the happiness because I don't have any cards to put into these policies. I've got 15 turns and 7 happiness per turn. So I'm going to let them remain a legend, and you'll see this jump up to probably 2 turns left, 3 turns left. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to get that next goody hut. And then choose the production. This time I'm going to go with a granary. A lot of people don't like to start with a granary, but I do. The main reason why I'm doing it here is so that I can get Bursa. Alright, so I'm only going to have 2 potential walls here because unless I grow out like that way, because Bursa will add walls. Bursa is a world wonder that adds walls. I should have thought of that before I settled down, but whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and not going to place my granary in either of those places. I'm going to save those for a saw pit and a brick yard for later on. I'm going to use this guy to try and get to that goody hut over here. Alright, so I'll just hit next turn again. And I'm just waiting to see what's going on. As soon as I see the population hit 5, that's when I'm going to start building another settler. And with Carthage, you get 2 settlers for every one you build, and then 2 merchants for every one you build also. I'm going to choose a civic. Now I'm going to show the tree here. Carthage civics, I like these because you can build a Kothon and then a dockyard together, which gives your settlements, if you buy them in your settlements on the coast, more extra space for resources. But I'm going to start with, as I usually do, discipline, which will get you your first commander, and then I'm going to go discipline 2, which is mastery. And the reason why I do that is twofold. A, it will give me more build in my build queue because of the note G, and then 2, it gets me the Gate of All Nations, which gets you 2 support on all wars, which is a powerful, probably one of the most powerful wonders in the game. Alright, so got that set up. Choose government. I generally go with Classical Republic because I like to have the extra culture for later on, and then when I get one, I can start and I start building my wonders. Then I can speed that up. Social policies available. I want my build times higher, so the +1 hammer, and then my science higher, +1 science. And let's see what my guy is picked up on the goody huts, I'm either going to go with the culture, which will get me to the Gate of Nations faster, or I'm going to get a little bit of science and a little bit of happiness. The reason why I'm not going to go with the science is because I've only got one turn left here, and it will carry over. So whatever my next science is, that would carry over. But right now, I want to get that discipline and discipline 2, just so that I can get that Gate of Nations. So then I consult the stars for wisdom. That dropped me from 12 turns to 9 turns. Next turn. Great.
The fair
Got
breeze
sailing, which
blew,
means that my people
the
can go
white
out on
foam
the
flew,
coast now.
the furrow
And
followed
this-
free. We were the first that ever burst
In this age,
into
antiquity
that
age, you can't get into the
silent
ocean
sea.
ever unless you come across a Bermuda Triangle on the coast, which never happens, or at least I haven't seen one that happens. So that will allow me access to Bursa, which gives me walls to anything that's available on the coast. This is only going to give me 2 extra walls. A lot of times I'll start off and I'll get like 5 or 6 extra walls with how I build things, but that's not going to happen this time. Okay, so then I go back to my build queue, and I'm gonna throw down the fishing key just so that I can have something there just in case I forget. But really, I'm waiting for the Gate of Nations to come, and also for some other the other techs, like the pottery and the animal husbandry. I go animal husbandry as my next one because it gives me the slinger, which range units are very powerful in this game, and it gives me the saw pit, that just gives me extra production. So animal husbandry is my next one. And then I move this one. I can go further here, or I can hit the search button to see if there's anything nearby. I'm going to go ahead and go with the search button, and now I can see that we've got a wilderness camp there for extra goodie stuff, and then we've got a independent state, which is a cultural state. I usually like to get a relationship and become sovereign over a scientific state first, but I will take this one if I have time. It's going to be 130, I think, 115 influence cost to become friend of the state, become the sovereign over the state, and I have 80 at 10 per turn. And they haven't built more than a warrior and a scout at this point, which means I can get to that goody hut without much danger to my scout. And Grove City, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to want that extra gold for later on purposes. And it looks like we can get 20% gold towards purchasing buildings as well. So this is going to be a game I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and finish that off and pick that up. I'd say I don't really care about the happiness at this point still, so I want the gold to help me buy stuff. I'm gonna take that gold. I got 100 gold, which means that I could purchase either a warrior, switch to purchase for 60 gold, or a fishing. I can't buy the fishing gate, but fishing key. But if I view hidden, it shows me that that because I've already built most of the granary, and if I just go ahead and hit and click on the granary to take it out of the build queue, I can now buy it for 20, and we're good to go. Now we've got the granary, and we still have 80. Let's see, which means I am going to actually buy another scout because I need to explore more. No, you know what? I'm going to buy a warrior. I'll use a warrior to explore, even though it's not as good. I like to have that extra defense at this point. And then production. Take get that off of view hidden, I can start producing colonists, which is my next thing. Because when you start building settlements, you get more money, more science, more food, and more everything. So next turn. I'm going to start sending my warrior out on exploration. So again, the reason why it can't go very far is because the river's here. So I'm going to take the scout almost as far as I can go. And then I'm going to hit search just to see if there's anything worthwhile over there. I've met a new nation, Genghis Khan, who is probably going to attack me because Genghis is someone who attacks pretty quickly and regularly. So
Maybe Genghis
prepare for
Khan
that.
will go. She
I
nukrup
always do a
dersin
friendly
o.
greeting first, even though it takes away some
Çamagbodan
of
bir
my
ivirsin
influence,
nukrop
but I do a friendly greeting just because it gives me time to build stuff. And you can see that, you know, we have a neutral relationship right now, but if I wanted to, I could build up the relationship. I don't care about that. I care about getting the city-states. And I see that the game decided to make his capital close to mine. And he's also got extra settlers because this is on Deity. So they've already had a chance to build their second warrior, which means that I need to get my scout out of there. And that was unfortunate. Alright, now let's come over here. I have discovered a new continent. I'm not going to take my warrior far because I want to protect it. Protect Carthage. I'm going to get almost as far as I can. Hit this, and then next turn, I'm going to set him to heal so I can go back and get that. Or actually, I'm going to go see if I can grab that one while avoiding Suginia's warriors. Now then, I'm not going to support this. If you support it, you build up a better relationship quicker. But I will accept it because I don't want to spend any of the influence. Now with Napoleon, I could reject it for 0. Usually, it's almost the same amount to reject as it is to support. But I will accept it. That will also give me more money per turn. Let's see, I'm going to take it almost out to where, to the furthest thing again, and then I'm going to hit search, and I have found a goodie hut, and I found another civilization, another warrior-like civilization.
Nukan gani pachakutech. Intich samin
Right click
jaskan.
from the greeting,
Apur
takes down my
kukunach
influence
churi.
money, but that's alright. I'm still kind of looking out for a science influence. No science city-state. Command unit. Let's see what we have over here. And I also am looking out because once I get this colonist, I want to get them out. Now, colonists in this game are a little bit more rough and tumble than in other games and other civilization games. They can take a couple of hits before they die. Respond to diplomatic action. Apache wants me to give him, have us get more money. Again, I don't want to spend this because next turn I'm going to use my influence to get that city-state. No, I can't get this yet, but I can get it on the way there. You can only go one because of the rocks. And it's alright, so I cannot get to that one very easily. But if I go over here, take the long way around, maybe I can. Scouts die. My scouts die a lot.
The caged bird.
Alright, so I've got my colonists. And I want to to make sure my colonists go on the coast. Now, I don't particularly like having a colonist with no fresh article because that's -5 happiness. But I'm going to send, let's see, the other thing is your city center extends 3 tiles, and if I put 1, 2, 3, that's the limit. I'm not sure where I want to put this guy. I'm going to send 1 down there, just for the hell of it, and then 1 down here, just to see where we're going. This is a weird thing for me to... No, I need the saw pit more than I need anything else. Now, I've got a farm here. I'm going to get rid of that farm to put the saw pit there, and that will make it so I want the saw pit before I get anything else. Make it so that I have an extra person that I can grow the city into. I'm going to go here to help the city grow faster and be able to get that gold and wine later on. Alright, so I'm commanding my units. Let's see if I can avoid those. I already picked that up. Okay. So I think that I might actually send one of my settlers over here. Got 113. I'm gonna wait another round before I try and friend this one, just because I want to make sure that I have enough in case I need somebody else. I don't necessarily need to expand my city yet. I'd rather get my science in quickly. But we've got another city-state that is hostile towards us because of the red around it.
Do nothing which is of no use.
And because they're being bastards, and they let the other one go and attacked me, which is what they always do. If you have a hostile city-state, they will always attack you over anything else. No choice. I want to meet all the leaders. I get extra culture. This is one of the quests. If I want to have 2 commanders, I'll get science and definitely have 2 commanders. I will probably meet all the leaders, but I like the science better. I've seen this quest before. Choose Civic. Again, we're going with this one too, so I can get my gated nations. And I've got my first commander here. I'm just going to have it be on alert. Alright, so this is a good place for one of my settlers to go. I'm going to try and have it be near or right next to a resource, because if you do, you get an extra settler there. And then this gives you strength, your unit strength when you're fighting. And another civilization. I hit my stand, or my search. That's why I waited.
Friedrich II. Hocherfreut, euch kennenzulernen. Ich bin ein Engel im Salon.
And next turn, I will go ahead and befriend Sukritact. And then this is a Carthage quest, and I'm going to. Do I want the influence? If I get the influence, and I can do that. Yay! But I'm not going to do the influence. I'm going to get the warrior, because I'm surrounded by a couple of warrior nations, and I'd rather not be caught off guard. And then I'm going to go ahead and buy City. We'll purchase church buildings, which means that now I can purchase that saw pit. There's nothing that I want to start building yet. This guy away. I'm gonna pet him. Because that volcano is probably gonna go off, so I want him to pet his pups. And then I'm gonna try and move him right there and have him heal up. This way, almost to the edge, hit my search. And after this one, I'm going to have that one heal up as well. Now that I've got plenty to. Alright, now I can steal it from him. He's first, I'm second, but 6 turns I can jump ahead of him. I had to accept again because I didn't have enough. I should have explained. Alright, so I'm going to go here, hit my search button, because once you move, then you can't heal up.
All are made of clay.
Saw pits, brickyard. So now I'm going to swap that out, put my brickyard in, make sure the brickyard's on the coast. I usually put them together, but unless I'm going to Versa, throw another colonist in there for later on. And then irrigation. Settlement. Because right now I've got 3 and another one. Yes, I know the independence being far away. I'm going to switch this because there's no water there. I'm going to head there. Puts me right next to a resource. Unless there's something across the water. I'm trying to find out anything. He like swimming? No, he doesn't. Like me, not like me. Right, so there's nothing across the water there. I'm gonna settle down. Since I'm next to a production, resource, I get to get 2 growth extensions. That salt units becomes faster. So now you'll see that I've dropped how long it will take. Actually, you don't see that yet. It's 7 now. So now then I change my resources, add salt to the city, and you'll see that it's an extra turn less that I have to spend. I had to get a celebration. I am, let's see, in 2 turns I'll be building my Great Steel, or not my Great Steel, my Gate of Nations. I'm going to go ahead and pick the production towards wonders because of the 2 turns. And then I want scout movement site here. Let's see, so this one, 33 gold. and reveals the location of Sugunia. Now the problem is, I know where Sugunia is, so I don't need the location of Sugunia. So 2 turns before I can add that. Again, not gonna spend my influence money on that. And I will take the money that they're giving me. He's gonna be really mad at me once I take it from him. And this is for combat strength. Alright, so I get my next settlement here. Hey, look what I unlocked. I'm still going for Spain next time, but early town. I've got 2 different resources at this next. 1, 2 command units.
Do nothing which is of note.
Alright, so I don't know where that warrior came from. I hate when this game does that shit, because there's nothing around this. Which means I need to go ahead and purchase another scout. And then I am also going to grab a Gate of Nations. Jump on over here. And then Bursa, which I'll stick over here. It's only going to give me 2 extra ones, but it's also got some money that are attached to it. So yeah, Bursa, Gate of all Nations to support all wars. Bursa is trade routes can't be plundered, which is good. Plus you get walls for anything next to the coast. I've only got 1 next to the coast besides my city. So I'm only going to get 2 walls out of this, but there are times where I have gotten 6 walls. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and get my commander a little bit of extra experience here, because I'm going to go fight that thing. Alright, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go with mysticism, because I want my happiness altars. You have to maintain your happiness in your cities if you don't want them to revolt. Holy crap, that's a lot of them. Back down here. I don't need Bursa as much. These guys are going to kill me. Kill my commander. So I have just jumped ahead, and unless what's his name comes after me, Genghis Khan comes after me. Let's see, can I buy? No, I can't buy a center. Next turn I'll be able to buy a center. Fortify. I'm fortifying to have the effect of the Slinger's Lesson on me, but this is gonna suck. Yeah, my warrior's gonna die here. So I need to get this warrior back and into attack formation. Alright, I'm going to attack one of these things with my warrior. Now with it, I would usually use it coordinated attack, because that will make it so that it will actually take out one of these. It gives you extra strength, but I'm not going to do that this time because this warrior is going to die anyway. I'm just using it to get promotion from this dude, which I'm moving away because I don't want him to die. And then I'm going to promote. I like leadership because I like to have them stationed in settlements and increase production. I need to pause this because the kid's asking for some help. And I'm back. Alright. I expect this one to die. It's sacrificial lamb. Growing my town again. Let's see. Let's get that. I think I'm going to go here because it's got happiness plus it opens up the sheep. Goody hut over here, but I don't think I can get to that because I don't see any coastal towels in between. I'm going to set them on this way because I think I'm going to want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nobody gets. Fuck. Alright. I miscalculated where that was. City. This one's hides. Town. Let's go for. I think I'm going with the fish. Nope. I miscalculated again. Trying to get some. I know I'm trying to get some. I get that. Got hides. I don't need to make any changes here. Actually, I do need to make changes. Because I want to get those 2 wonders as fast as I can. Actually, I'm going to use my. No, I'm not going to use my commander's ability because. obviously very far because of those mountain ranges, but I'm still going to go ahead and open it up. And it shows me where that goodie hut is. Got 2 that like me. He doesn't really care, so I don't need to worry about my army as much other than for the purposes of these stupid city-states. I need to figure out what stupid city-states there are so that I can befriend them. And alert. If I go there, then that Slender's going to attack me, so I'm going to have to figure out another way around that. Heal up. This guy's gonna die because of that galley and because of one or two of the slingers there. But at least I know where that freaking state is.
The essence of all being.
Yep. Maybe I do not need that. Other people like to accept them. I am not a huge fan. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack that. I did not get my commander any experience because it's not within 1 hex range. Going with masonry because I want to get as many as I can early on. I'm taking a chance sending my cylinder that way, but because I know that I don't want that. Let's go with the science. See, from 11 to 8. I know that somewhere over here is a city-state that is angry.
There is another world.
Right. Which means I can actually get that goodie out with me. Alright. I'm gonna go with Codes of Law because that will give me merchants, which can give me money and friendship with some of these guys. Choose a pantheon. I like that one's my favorite because you get more influence. My second favorite is I want to keep my people happy, so I'm going to God of Revelry when I get those. I have 205, which means that I can purchase an altar, which gives me science, culture, and happiness. I'm going to go ahead and stick it right there. I do know which way to go, because if I go that way, I'm going to be killed by that galley. The other direction. Where I died, as expected. Right, I'm not going to have this guy heal. that. Now, if I want to stand up on here, I can see further, but if I go over here, I can open up some more. But it also gives me the potential to actually be attacked by the city-state that's over here. Oof, I chose the wrong one. Skip. Rule my town, get the sheep's wool. Resource assignments available. No, that's fine. 2 production there. It gives me more money. Production in those settlements that aren't cities gives you money. Alright, so I go here and then I hit my search to see what the hell is out there. I have to say it is super weird to not have any city-states that are friendly. I've never had that happen before. I mean, I've had them where most of them are unfriendly, but you get... Again, I'm using the focus fire for more power. Let's see, can I buy the... No, Stinger, I need 80 for Stinger there. Not to worry about repairing the mine. Purchase center is 80. Okay. I'm not gonna repair that mine yet. And we get another one. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna get as far. Everywhere. Everything is red. To open up my pearls for happiness later on. I don't necessarily want to do this one because it's another cultural element. I know that there are other city-states out there with different lake, so yeah, I'm head over there because it's technically a coast, which means I can get my... Where did you go? Why did you go that way? Depends on, there are a lot of ways you can go here. I can either build out one tree or spread them out. I'm going to go with spreading out because I want defense. Alright, again, I can buy my slinger here. City-state bonus. Now, there are lots of things I can do. I can do the megalith, which gives me extra culture of food, but that costs more money, and I'm going to go ahead and try and get free civics.
There is another world,
That one,
but it is in this one.
That's not in a place where I can build one. That's what I like because I get more support and an extra relationship is dropping. I went from 30 to 3 now. I lost that. Alright, I'm gonna go down there. Because they became my friend there. Borders expanded and they got rid of that hoodie head. That's alright. Shit happens.
There are to be seen at this day certain ruins.
Alright, so I got Bursa and why didn't I get Gated Nations? I had it in that order. That's weird. I'm stepping back. So I need to build Gated Nations faster, so I'm gonna go with the one with the biggest. As you can see, I got 2 free walls from Bursa. So because it's white, it's black on white, that means that somebody befriended that city-state, which means I'm okay over here. And that means I'm going to start befriending this one. And the reason why he dropped so much is because I beat him out on the race to the... And he decided he's going to move in on me here, which means I get to take a free city. If I build this enough. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and build that city. Oh, the pause bucket. Forgot about those guys. I should have gone to or hit that stupid boat. Again, I want that. So I got J-shape, but I'm gonna get Bombardium. Decide to sit on that place.
He was the first to construct a wall.
Alright, I need to buy another slinger. what's under threat. This is crazy. Fishing key over here, but right now I need an army. This is ridiculous. My other army commander in here. Alright, I do not need one in production palace. I need more friggin' units. Alright, so the scout's dead. There we go. There's the other one. Yes, I know all of my settlements are under threat. Yes. I know it's all happiness. I have 5 out of 4. I get that. How did that take in a one shot? Is it through it? Alright. And they're gonna burn down Malice. I'm not happy about this. But I'm also needing to go. See y'all later.